Hello, everyone. Another Friday, 10 o'clock. And this is number 111 on this, what is this, the 2nd of September. We have entered spring and we have entered Noack month. Thank goodness we're getting there. So let's go through a few reminders and things today. Today is very much around an update, so it might be quite quick for our members today. Our guest speaker today has unfortunately pulled out, but will be in a later episode. But let me give you a quick rundown on what's going on around the place. And there is some reminders as well, as you would have seen in the newsletters that went out this week. So I will talk a little bit seriously about some of that content. But before I do, can I please acknowledge the lands of which we all meet today and pay my respects to our traditional owners, past and present. I'm really excited about our masterclass coming up, which I'll talk about a little bit later, but trying to help our members really understand a little bit more about how they can bring Aboriginal culture into their experiences and in their interpretations, and really work with their local groups. So really excited about that. But let's kick off into the need to knows to get started. I sent out a newsletter this week, and I probably have received the biggest response I've ever received from any newsletter, which is either pleasing in the fact that people are seeing that this is an issue, but that's not pleasing because it is an issue. We are hearing again and again of some really bad practices that are compromising our reputation in the industry. And I really want to emphasize that as an industry, we can't afford these activities to continue in this manner, that we as an industry would represent safety first, I would hope, and that we need to build it into the culture of what we have in our organisations. Any injury, any incident in the industry puts the whole industry on notice. So can I just stress that, you know, we do what we do because we know what is done in a safe way, and that we need to reflect on that. Even if we are short-staffed, even if we are under pressure, we need to work within our capacity. And that's like any business. It doesn't matter if you have areas of high risk or not. You need to take the most informed choices that you have before you to minimize risk. And that goes with all our requirements as businesses, as organizations, as volunteer organizations when it comes to WHS law. So please reflect on that newsletter this week. And if you have any questions or you want to get in touch, my phone is always here, and I'd love to chat with you. Timely that Bhatia Perry lawyers has done this work for the OCA, and thanks to Dom and the rest of the OCA team for really getting this happening. This is a piece of work that really articulates well where our legal obligations rest when it comes to activities in the outdoors. It also emphasises that tools like the AAAS and the good practice guides are really crucial when you're looking at how to best assess your risk in the workplace. So please, if you haven't already, have a look at that. It's on the OCA website in the articles section. Thanks to our subcommittee in risk management for really looking at what's happening across the world in relation to lightning. Unfortunately, there has been a few incidents overseas of late, which has sort of put a spotlight on this for us, but also catching up in some of the rules and procedures that have been implemented overseas for quite some time. I'd like to offer, I've got two representatives on screen now who are a part of that committee. If they wish to speak up, please do so. But I think the crux of this is really coming down to, again, what I just said, which is around that WHS legislation as an organisation, as a business in the outdoors, your responsibilities when it comes to keeping your, not only your workers safe, but your participants safe as well. And please review that latest research. It is on our articles page on the Outdoors New South Wales website. It does go through a comprehensive list, thanks to Mark Arundel, who did a lot of the research behind this, to bring this to you in the best way to make your informed choices about what you do in the outdoors. We know there's a lot of forecasting in this area. We need to keep on top of these areas of knowledge to understand where our risks are, but please review the latest research and heed their warnings. Right, climate change policy has been implemented by Outdoors New South Wales and ACT, which is exceptionally pleasing that we're leading by example in a lot of these areas. We know this is an issue right across the whole world. And we have actually provided a template for all members should they wish to have their own climate change policy. So if you want that template to be able to take to your own organisation or your own organisation, please get in touch and we will send that to you as soon as possible. That way we're all trying to lead by example in this space. We know the outdoors is important with everything we do. We need to keep it as much as we can in the way that we see it today, if not improved. And we are certainly hoping to lead by example in this way. There's some really easy things that even small organisations can do, because one thing I continually hear of the small businesses, it's another thing for us to look at. It's another thing to do. But again, it's that whole lead by example thing. Small businesses can take some really easy steps towards minimising the impacts of climate change. And here's one resource that I found, but there is many, many more out there. And I urge you to have a look at some of those websites just to start your process towards minimising your impact. It's the simplest things sometimes that can make the biggest difference. ANZCO, here we go again. Guys, when we put this out first, I don't know how many actually put forward their opinions on this. At the time, I did stress that we are very confused as an industry, confused as employing areas when it comes to ANZCO. I encouraged everyone to put forward their thoughts in this. Either they didn't hear us or no one did it. I'm not too sure which it is. I know I did, but the emerging occupations does not include our sector. It's incredibly disappointing from my sense that we tried to get the voice there in this space and have not succeeded. But the emerging occupations amendment is out at the moment. I ask if everyone could just jump in and just say, where is the emerging outdoor sector in this? If we can get that voice and concern around our industry, even in this opportunity, which is open for comment right now, hopefully they might start listening. But at the moment, we are just not on the emerging occupations list, nor on any of the other amendments that have been made to date. So if we can just jump into that website, it's a simple form on the website. Just go through and just make comment as much as you can about how we can get more streamlined opportunity in getting the outdoor industry and our career options better known in this in the ANZCO codes. Any questions, just yell out. Another ruling which you need to know about is the Fair Work Ombudsman's recent amendment, which is around new annualised wage arrangements. So it is only for full-time employees that are covered. Oh, I can't spell, I just realised. Converted by the Hospitality or Restaurant Award. I cut and pasted this. This is not good. Okay, so full-time employees that are covered by the Hospitality or Restaurant Award, but it does not apply to managerial staff. But if you have staff that are on either one of those awards, I really stress that you have a look at it to make sure that you're complying with the new annualised wage arrangements. And ignore my spelling. Okay, get involved. Here we go. There's quite a few things that are now open for our members to get involved in. The first one, and you might have noticed we delayed our AGM, not due to any other reason, but an argument between some financials and where they should be accounted for. So we said, let's just get it right and we'll put back our AGM, and we're doing that now in November is our new AGM date. But that also allows us an opportunity. We have been talking about gender diversity on our board, and certainly giving more opportunity for that right across everything we do. We have a diversity policy going to our board at the next meeting, but we thought we'd also throw open and see if there are other directors that wish to stand on our board as we go through this next couple of months. So you have until Monday the 17th of October to put forward your nomination. You need to be a member because this is the member elected positions that are going to be up for nomination in November. So if you wish to stand or ask questions, please let me know. Give me a call. I can fill you in on what the requirements are as a board director. As a company limited by guarantee, it is a directorship and will be reportable to ASIC. So you will need to get your director's ID if you haven't already as well. So please jump on and let us know if you are interested in nominating to be on the board. This is our last call for our two subcommittees that are open for nomination at the moment. The first one is the Backcountry and Snow Guiding subcommittee. That will definitely be closing next week, as will the First Nations subcommittee. So if your interests lie in either one of these spaces and you're a member of Outdoors New South Wales and ACT, please let me know. And we'll be putting those to the board at the next board meeting for endorsement, and conquering some of the challenges and opportunities that lie in both of these spaces when it comes to active outdoor and adventure activities. Expos. I feel like this is happening everywhere at the moment, but this is great stuff. We're trying to get more awareness of outdoor careers in general, and the partnership that we've had with the REAP officers has been incredible. We've been working with the schools and visiting schools and talking to kids about, you know, what we have on offer. If I had $1 for every time they said you could have a career in that, I'd be a very rich person right now. But we're getting there in trying to get this more known across the school environment. One area is the Central Coast and the Hunter region. The REAP team there have got an innovative approach. We're going to have an outdoor expo in November, followed with a active recreation sort of program, if you like, for term 1. So all the kids that are interested in careers in the outdoors will be combining it with the activity so they can actually see for real how careers works in the outdoors, but started off with an expo. So we're inviting all of the members to get involved in the expo. We've certainly had a flurry of responses since the email went out this week, which is great, but we'd love to see more if you're interested. So let us know. You can email Helen at programs@outdoorsnswact.com.au or give us a call. And we've got our new 1300 number if you want to give us a call on that. The other expo we're having is in Ulladulla, and this is on the 22nd of November. It's perfectly aligned with our masterclass. So if you wanted to come down on the 22nd, our masterclass is only 1 day, 2 days after, so you can hang about in Ulladulla for a day, and then you can be at our masterclass on the 24th and 25th. This one is a little bit different in the fact that it's run by Destination Sydney Surround South, which is one of the destination networks assigned by Destination New South Wales. And it's a organisation that involves all the tourism groups down there. And they're looking at hospitality, tourism, and we managed to get the outdoors as a focus in that event as well. So we're working through the program and what that looks like. But again, if you are interested, if you're a member, you are welcome to let us know if you want to be part of that event. So that's the 22nd of November in Ulladulla. And then we jump to our masterclass. As I said, 2 days after the South Coast Expo, I can't stress, I'm actually real excited about this. We've got a lot on the agenda. There's a lot around mental health first aid. There's a bit on Aboriginal engagement, which we spoke about just a minute ago. And we also have a lot of content around risk management and workshopping, really good results, good outcomes that we can start taking back to our businesses and implementing. When you look at something like this, a masterclass is an intense session that we get to work with one another, work with your peers in the room to bounce ideas and really come up with some solid options for innovation into the future, or just, you know, ways to be compliant in a lot of ways as well. It's very different to a conference. A conference is everyone to get together and share ideas and bounce things off. But this is really intense. A masterclass, you hope to walk away with all of these wonderful ideas that you can start implementing straight away. So big thanks to Destination New South Wales and their grants for inspiring regional grants at this time as we come back out of all the challenges of the last couple of years, but also to Paddy Palin, our certain committed partner in everything we do. Thank you so much to Emma and the Paddy crew, and also to the Mollymook Golf Club, who are sponsoring our welcome cocktail party. So that'll be on the night of the 23rd. Right, mentoring programs. We are done facilitating our cohort 1 and cohort 2. So cohort 1, which was the larger 6-month program, finished their session last week. They are now just continuing their mentor-mentee relationship before our graduation, which is now on 25th of October. We have delayed it because everyone's out on program. So it's very hard to have a graduation if everyone's really busy. So we tried to suit the best day possible, and we came up with the 25th of October. The second program, which is the ACT Women's Program, also concluded this week with its last session, and all of those recordings for every single session for those groups are available for them to review, look back on. Even when they're chatting to their mentor-mentee, they can review the content again and again. So that'll be a great resource for them at all time. Doesn't matter if they're outside of the program or in the program. So I look forward to the graduation. The graduation will be a great opportunity for them to share what they've learned, what they haven't learned, what they've conquered, some of the challenges they've found, but also to help us in refining our mentoring programs going forward. We want to make sure that mentoring is a key component to some of the deliveries that we provide our members. We can see certainly the benefits of that connection with peers, but also that facilitation of really key content that we've got to look at in what we do every day. So our next program will now be opened in early 2023. I can't believe we're saying 2023. And it's going to come around sooner than we think. But if you want to actually jump on board, you can go to that link there, or give us a call or an email, and we'll send you in the right direction to put your expression of interest in. We do accept if you want to rejoin, if you've been through a mentoring program before and you want to do it again. We assign you a different mentor, and you are more than welcome to come on board again. But stress to everyone to take advantage of these opportunities. I wish I had these opportunities when I was certainly coming into business for the first time. Okay, big thank you. We are in NOEC month, as I said before. we've how many days? 24 days to go until we get to NOEC. So a big thank you to our major sponsors, which you can see on screen there. Our platinum partner, Wilderness Equipment. Our gold partners are Plamio, Office of Sport, New South Wales, and also the Australian government for their support as gold level. Silver partners was Destination New South Wales. Bronze partner, One Planet, Paddy Palin, Western Sydney Uni, and Affinity Insurance Brokers. Again, I can't stress enough that these guys and their support for this conference has enabled it to go ahead. After 2 cancellations, 2 rebooks, it is their true motivation to stay connected to our event that has made this continue. And also at this point, can I thank those that have really hung in for the long yards on this as well? Those people that booked in 2019, thank you. Those people that booked in 2020, thank you. And even the ones that booked in 2021 when we had to cancel there, thank you to you guys as well. Again, that's enabled us to really make this thing happen. And 24 days to go. Can't wait till we get to Lura. And also your exhibitor partners. So you'll see all these magnificent organizations will be exhibiting for your understanding of what they do, but also you can see, feel, touch all the equipment that'll be on display, and understand a little bit more about what these businesses and organizations provide. So look forward to spending time with each one of those exhibitors over the course of the 2.5 days. Pre-conference workshops, we are very close to being sold out on a couple, but we do have some tickets available. If you haven't booked your pre-conference workshops, I stress to get in pretty quickly and do that. But I will say your conference tickets, I'm going to do a tally after this meeting and we might be totally sold out. I'm not sure. So we're going to probably closing off today, the NOEC registration tickets. So if you haven't, if you're not on screen and you're going to book as soon as you get off here, and you're watching this recording, you might have missed out. So really pleased that we got to this level, and the dinner is already sold out. So great outcome for what has been a very, very long journey with the event. The activity day, though, is still very much available. There is so much on offer. You could be rock climbing, you could be canyoning, you could be whitewater rafting, you could be seeing Barker College and what they're doing in their education space. Whichever activity it is, please jump on that website, which is courtesy of the climbing school, Blue Mountains Climbing School, who have put this together for you, and you can jump on there and book your experience direct with the operator of your choice. So really pleased that we're getting to the end of all of the booking side of things, so we can just enjoy what we have. Now, hot off the press. If you've been to a NOEC before, you would know that we have a movie night assigned, and in some of the cases that have happened around the country. We will be doing that as well. So on Monday night, after the cocktail party, we will be showcasing a beautiful movie by Adventure Entertainment, really hot off the press too, because this is just released. So let me share this with you now. If it's going to play for me, it may not play. It's definitely not playing. I'll show you after finish the presentation, but yeah, stay tuned because it's a really great movie. The workshop at NOEC, which is the climate change adaptation for outdoor equipment and apparel. This is an enormous opportunity for the outdoor industry, particularly in the retail sector, to look at how we innovate our equipment and our apparel into climate change challenges. We know we're hotter, we're wetter, we're going to be drier. Whatever the case is, how do we help the industry in adapting their products and services to what we're going to face? They want to hear direct from those using the equipment. So we urge you to come along to that breakfast and have your say about what you think could change in relation to equipment and apparel in the outdoors. Okay, grants. I'm going to run through this pretty quickly because I think we've covered these in previous sessions, but just letting you know, these ones are still open for application. So if you're a grant Nazi like myself, make sure you make note of the ones that are going to help you in getting some of those activities off the ground. So regional tourism, this is where you've got some adventure tourism opportunities, huge grants. You can actually apply for up to $20 million. So this one closes on the 27th of September. You do have some time to put it together. Like all of these grants, the bigger the grant, the more you need to apply, put into the application. So jump onto that one. The Children and Young People Wellbeing Recovery, another good one. It's up to 50K. I think this is a great one for our industry, in that we do work with a lot of youth, and we know the results of how we can build well-being in the youth. So please have a good look at this one. I think that's a massive opportunity for our industry. The Stronger Country Communities Fund Round 5 is now out. That closes on the 23rd of September, and that's up to 100K. So if you're in a regional area and you're showing some real good connection to the criteria on that one, jump in before the 23rd. Mox grants close today. I just realized they closed today. So if you have not got your Mox grant, you have until probably 5 o'clock today, I'm guessing. It is the 2nd of September were finishing. So that's up to $30,000 for those that lost funds in term 4 2021. If you haven't got that grant yet, please jump onto Service New South Wales, apply now. That was a negotiation that we did on your behalf for those losses that we incurred back in term 4 last year. The Safe Work rebate is still open and something that you can claim back. Anything that you expend in making your workplace safer, you can get back $1,000 direct from Safe Work. And also the ACT event fund. So if you're in Canberra and you're wanting to get some funding to spark that event off, that is open until the 5th of September, which is Monday. So you've only got the weekend to work on it. It closes at 3 o'clock on Monday. So jump in and apply for that one. I've talked about this before, semi-excited. Really, this is coming together so nicely. This is our membership platform. It will be open to all of our members to access. It will have everything, including all of the Connect and Share recordings. It will have all the information and resources that are available for members in one spot. So our website will be public facing. This will be your own portal where you'll be able to get everything that you need to help you succeed in the outdoors. So that'll be coming soon. Big reminder around getting access to our website though. You can log in, you can actually put up your own articles, you can add your own events, and they become public facing to people that are looking at our website. So if you've got an event coming up, or if you've got a new product you're releasing, or just your product in general, what do you do in the outdoors? Please put it into the portal. So all you got to do is log into the website. You can see it up here. I've logged in. That's why it says hello Laurie Mo, and you tap on that arrow and it will give you list article, list event. Simple as clicking on there, going through the prompts and submitting it, and we'll be approving at this end to appear on the public website. Now, this is a logo that, an email footer that is available for you now if you want it. You can put your own logo on it. And again, you just got to stress that we want to lead by example. Even we know that there's still issues out there with sickness. It's getting less and less, thank goodness, as we come into spring and summer. But we've got to stay vigilant. We've got to actually lead by example in this. And we can put this on our email signatures, on our websites, wherever you want to put it, just to show that we are considering the safety and the health of everyone around us. Oh, I've already got that one up there. You don't need that one again. And that's it. That's pretty much your update for this week. So I'm happy to close off the recording and have a general conversation with those on screen about any of the content that I've shared today or anything else. So on that note, I will stop the recording